As the name implies, zip-dry paper glue is well known for its fast drying ability, but it also claims to never wrinkle paper, to dry completely clear, and to bond beads, glitter, wire, and other metal findings to paper. After learning about all of the great features of zip-dry, I wanted to try them out for myself. So let's get started. I first wanted to test zip-dry's claim that it never wrinkles paper. Now, if you're familiar with regular white liquid glue, you know that it very often wrinkles paper. So let's test zip-dry. Now to do this, I'm going to adhere a thin text weight sheet and then a heavier weight cover sheet to a heavyweight backer card. Now zip-dry instructs users to just place a thin layer of glue around the edge of the card and to adhere. So let's test this out. Begin with my text weight sheet. And apply a thin layer in from the edge so that it doesn't seep. We'll glue that on there and press. And now we'll do the cover sheet. Okay, so you might have to get in close to see what I'm seeing, but there's definitely no wrinkling on the thin text weight or the heavier cover stock. Smooth to the touch. Now to really put this wrinkle-free claim to the test, I decided that instead of putting the thin layer of glue as instructed, I was going to pour an absurd amount of glue on each card to see if it really will never wrinkle paper. So here we go. Starting with the cover stock. Now this is obviously an unnecessary amount of glue. Looks wrinkle-free. Now the text weight. This will be the true test. Of course, I got glue everywhere, but it is wrinkle-free. Now, I'm not sure if you can see this on camera, but you can slightly see the glue through the thin text weight sheet, but it's not wrinkled. And on the cover stock, you can't even see the glue at all, and again, it's not wrinkled. Now, it's been 5 to 10 minutes since I glued these first invitations together. And remember, with these I use the recommended amount of glue, just the thin layer sort of on the inside of the card here. So to test, to see if it's dry, as zip-dry claims, we'll just peel the corner since there's no glue there. And that's definitely on there. Yep. No, and as you can see, it's actually ripping the paper because it bonded so well. Now let's see how well embellishments bond to paper with zip-dry. So here I have a metal invitation brad, and it has no post, so we'll just put just enough zip-dry in here to fill the concave area. We will adhere it to the card. Now what's cool about zip-dry is that although this is not completely dry, because it's only been about 30 seconds, I can lift this card up vertically and just even shake it around, and this brad is not going anywhere. Now, like I said before about thin white school glue, you certainly couldn't do that because, as you probably know, the brad would come sliding off the paper. Now for my next card, I'm going to apply an excessive amount of zip-dry to adhere this brad because I want to test and see if it really does indeed dry clear. As you can see, my hand is shaking a little because I find that you have to squeeze zip-dry pretty hard. I don't know if it's because it's a thick glue or if it's because, for convenience, I've had this bottle open for a while or what, but just a heads up. So now I'll stick this brad on This glue is, of course, seeping around the edge because there's such a ridiculous amount. And we'll let that dry. So now I'm here with Megan, and she's going to help me determine if using the normal recommended amount of zip dry was effective in adhering this metal brad to this card. Megan, how well do you think the brad is stuck to the card there? Why don't you test it out for me?
Okay, I'll just move it around. Seems pretty stuck to the paper.
It looks pretty tough to move. Do you think you could peel it off if you had to, with a fingernail or something?
Yeah, I'll try. Seems pretty stuck. Oh, got it.
Yeah. Was that tough to do, or?
It was pretty hard.
All right, well, thank you for verifying that for us.
You're welcome.
It's been 1 hour since I glued this brad to this card using an excessive amount of zip dry to see if it does dry clear and if it dries strong. And so I'm here with Jamie, and she's going to help me verify these claims. Now, Jamie, what do you think? Do you think that zip dry dried clear like it says it does?
Yeah, it looks pretty transparent to me.
All right, and how well do you think it's stuck to the card? Why don't you try moving it around a bit?
Yeah, it's pretty stuck.
Good. And all of that extra glue around the edge is kind of ugly. I wonder if it would be peeled off easily. Why don't you give that a try? Oh, nice. Look at that.
Yeah, that was really easy.
Cool. And I wonder, is the brad still pretty well stuck to the card? Do you think you could peel the whole brad off?
It's still stuck.
What if you stuck your fingernail? I can't get it. Looks like it's pretty well on there. Well, thank you, Jamie. Thanks, Jamie and Megan, for stopping by to help with the zip dry review. As zip dry claims, it does indeed dry fast, clear, wrinkle-free, and strong. What's your experience with zip dry? Post a comment and tell us about it.